This is KUGAN CASSIUS for IFL TV in association with MTK Global. It's been a little while since we've had a little chat on camera. Dave Allen, what's your nickname now you're not fighting?
Depends who's talking to me, I guess.
All right.
Who's talking to me?
What about the postman?
I never see the postwoman. She's a woman, but I never see her.
Postwoman.
I don't get much post, to be honest.
Oh.
No.
Okay.
Not a bad thing, really.
How are you?
Post. Yeah, I'm not bad, mate. I've just been doing just in a routine now, just a normal routine. So yeah, everything's been really good.
But you're busy with your fighters, obviously, and you've got your official license now as well, which is great news.
Yeah, I train one professional, manage two, including the one that I train. I train two amateur fighters. I've got a few other amateur fighters that I can't train right now with the current restrictions, but really enjoying that. You know, doing little bits of work where I can. So everything's good. Yeah, I've been keeping as busy as possible. Obviously not as busy as you. New father, great news. Beautiful child. I love it. It makes me really happy.
Oh.
Just thought I'd get that out there. Really, really proud of you.
Really nice words. Really nice words. I like that.
Just thought I'd get that out there,
yeah. Has what you're doing with your fighters, has it replaced that void left by not fighting, or not really?
Well, with the three fighters that I would do the ring walk with, you know, I don't think they're going to box at the O2 anytime soon. So I will miss. I am missing certain things. You know, I sparred Nathan Gorman a few weeks ago because I was missing boxing. But you know, I get more fulfillment out of training them than I ever did doing anything myself. So, in one aspect, yes. In a financial aspect and an aspect of getting the buzz of walking to a crowd, no. But I've never been as happy training them. You know, I would say I'm quite content at the moment with life. Yeah, everything's all good.
Are you available for sparring then? Like, if people reach out to you and want help with camps, etc., are you putting yourself out there that you'd go and spar them? And...
No, well, what happened is Nathan was meant to spar Josh Sandland. Josh had to. Josh is moving house or something. So anyway, I didn't want to let Nathan down. I said, Nathan, I'll do a few with you myself. I can't promise I'm going to give you so many rounds and they'll be good rounds, but I said, I'll do them and I don't let you down. So I went and did a few with him. I did 4 rounds with him. And me and Nathan are really good friends. He looks after me. You know what I mean? I know we're looking after me because I'm a bit out of shape. So got a few rounds and really enjoyed it. Great to see him and his old man. So yeah, I really enjoyed it. It was good. But in terms of sparring, I'm not sparring all the time. I spar Nathan. You know, I spar people that aren't going to hurt me. You know, what's the point in getting it now that I'm not fighting? So I'll do bits and pieces. I do body sparring with the kids that I train, but that's about it.
So if you had a call to go out to Ukraine tomorrow, you wouldn't jump at that?
I won't go back to Ukraine for £1 million.
Sure you wouldn't. Shut your mouth. Sure you wouldn't go out there for £1 million to spar Usyk again?
You know what? It wasn't even the sparring that did it. I didn't eat for 2 weeks. It was. I don't want to go back into it. I've just finally got over it. So, you know what? Looking back now, it was a great experience. It was a great time. But I wouldn't be in a rush to relive it.
Dave, how much? I know you've spoken about this, and I know it is old news now. But how much of that experience with Usyk kind of contributed to you not fighting again? Did it have a lot to do with it?
I think I don't think it had any impact. You know, me retiring. I was going to watch Christian Hammer for X amount of money, right? That fell through. Watched Chris Lovejoy for a little bit less money than Hammer. But I thought, you know what, it's an easier fight, fair play. To then be offered 10 times less money to box someone else, I thought, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing it. I had Corona at the time. I couldn't have boxed on November 21st. I had coronavirus that week. Weren't feeling very well. And I just thought, you know what? I'm not boxing. 27 years old, my last fight. And I just thought, whatever brain cells are left, remaining, they're worth a lot more money than this, you know. And I genuinely sat there and I just thought, I don't know, I'm not doing it no more. Not doing it. I just sat there and I just thought, done well out of the game, but I was just sick of people saying, "Oh, you did great out of the game because of this, because of that." No, the fact remains, I did great out of the game because I did it. I did it. Whether that's because I was a good fighter or whether I was very smart on social media or just very smart in general and have the public behind me, it doesn't matter. But I did it, and in the end, I just thought I'm being ripped off. Not ripped off, but I wasn't getting paid my worth. I was told what my worth was for the Dubois fight. So then to come back, my worth all of a sudden diminished by nearly 90% for the last fight I got offered. I just thought, I'm not doing it no more. So I guess I finally grew a pair of balls and a brain. You know, I just thought, don't need this no more. My health's worth more than the money I'm getting offered. And that was it. It wasn't the Usyk thing. I lost 12 pounds in 2 weeks in Ukraine, not eating or drinking. Got buzzed by a shot by a very good fighter. I'm not arsed in the slightest. Been hurt sparring before, doesn't mean anything. So, yeah, in the end, I was just sick of the game. I weren't sick of the fight. I was just sick of the fucking game. Sick of bollocks, sick of disappointment. 2020 was just one disappointment after another. One fight falling through, another fight falling through, chasing money that I'm not about before, not getting anywhere near it. And I just thought, fucking sick of this game. It really getting me down. Come September time, went to Ukraine October, and I just thought, don't like this game anymore. Don't want to play it no more. And that's why I retired. Couldn't be bothered. Didn't want to do it no more. If it was just fighting, amateur boxing, love amateur boxing. And that's why we Liam and Joe that train, they do amateur boxing. There's no stress. They'll fight, they'll turn up and they'll fight. And that's all they've got to do. No money involved, and I love it. I was like, no, I'm not boxing in for X amount. I'm not boxing in for X amount. Well, I don't want it. You know what I mean? It was just like, I just thought, I'm not a dickhead. I'm not being treated like a dickhead no more. And that was it.
Well, sorry for that little trip down memory lane, because you do seem to be in a more positive headspace at the moment. So that's what really matters right now.
Yeah, you know, I'm not saying that in terms of like I don't like person A or person B. It's just that's just the sport, you know, and that's why I manage 2 fighters. That's it. I don't want to manage loads. I manage them 2, and I'll manage them for free. I'll never take a penny off them. If they make £10 or £10 million, don't want a penny off them. You know, I don't sit here now as a rich man, but I sit here with the power to make a living, my own living. You know, I don't take it off anyone else. Will I box again? Yeah, I could box again. You know, if Eddie decides to give me a ring back, maybe I will box again. But as of right now, I'm happy not. You know, if I came back, it wouldn't be for the money anyway. I'd come back because I'd want to box again. But as of right now, I sit here. I don't know. I'm not bitter about it. I had a great career, one I couldn't have dreamt of. But at the end of it, just fell out of love with it.
You're well, you weren't even an old rival because you never fought him, but Chris Lovejoy seems to have kept his name out there after the fight that fell through, really. But I don't know what's going on with him, but he seems to have kind of kept himself there and thereabouts in the talked about ranks.
Yeah, you know, I don't mind Chris. I just think he's an idiot. You know, just an idiot. I think he's not smart. He's street smart. He's cunning as a con man. That's what he is. I don't dislike him. I think good crack is all right. But you know, he is what he is. What he is. You know, I'm never going to see him again. And I'll never speak to him again. Don't need to. So he'll never box again. I seen the thing with Sam Jones and his heavyweight Solomon. I was just thought, you're never going to box, yeah. Do you know what I mean? He ain't going to box anybody. Never box anybody, and he won't. I know what he's doing. I know the game he's playing. I know what he's doing. Well, not my business.
Let's talk about fight week this week. Obviously, a bit of heavyweight action going on in Gibraltar this Saturday. Headlined by Dillian Whyte's rematch with Povetkin. Fabio Wardley also obviously on the bill against Eric Molina, and
Yeah.
a bit of a random one chucked in there with Pfeiffer and your old rival, Nick Webb.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the card. I think it's a good card. I think the fight of the night for me is Congo and McKinson.
Very good fight.
I'm really looking forward to that. Looking forward to watching Campbell get his career started. Looking forward to that. Kane Baker's on the bill. Love Kane Baker. I think Dylan will beat Povetkin. You know, I think he'll beat him comfortably. I don't think Povetkin's shot to pieces, but he's not as good as he was. And Dylan, the first time, he was doing the best job on Povetkin that we've seen. He was doing a better job of it than Klitschko did, than Anthony Joshua did. So, and he got caught. It wasn't a lucky shot. It was just a shot from a very good, wily old veteran, you know, who can still punch. So, you know, Povetkin is still dangerous, but I fully expect Dillian Whyte to get the job done in good fashion, and it'll leave him where he would have been after a victory in the first fight. So, you know, it's not ideal what happened the first time around, but I firmly believe he'll put it right this time.
No chance that this is a distance fight. This is a knockout fight, isn't it?
I don't think Povetkin holds a punch anymore the same way. Dylan Whyte, when I boxed him, I didn't think he was the biggest puncher, but I think with experience and time, you know, the way he catches the left, the way he catches with his left hand and throws off the left in the first fight, he's very clever. He's good. Dylan Whyte's a good fighter, and he's heavy-handed. And I think at this point, Povetkin's career, I fully expect him to get rid of him in 2, 3, 4 rounds. I think he'll do a really good job of it. And like you say, he's back at the top level, knocking on the door for the really big fights. So, but Povetkin is dangerous. So, you know, again, like the first fight, it only takes a second to lapse in concentration, and it's game over. So he's got to be on the ball.
Fabio Wardley against Eric Molina.
Well, I think Molina's shot to pieces as well. I was meant to watch Eric Molina before the Hammer fight, when he was injured, and I said to him, "I'll box Molina. He's shot to pieces. He's done." The Hrgovic fight, there was nothing about him. But I think Fabio beats him. I think it's a great win for him on paper. Molina's a big man. He can punch a bit, but I just think all hunger's gone out of the game. And Fabio, for me, I really like watching Fabio, and I think with his experience, what he's achieving is unbelievable. We find Eric Molina after 4 or 5 white collar fights and 10 or 11 pro fights. He's great. So I'm a big fan of what Fabio is doing. I think he's doing great things. I think he'll beat Molina. And I think I love Nick Webb. Everyone knows I love Nick Webb. Nick Webb bought me an house, bless him. So big up Nick Webb. But Eric Pfeiffer will beat him in 2 or 3 rounds. Eric Pfeiffer is a very, very good fighter. Eric Pfeiffer is better than Eric Molina. So Nick Webb won't last very long with Pfeiffer, I don't think.
Yeah, also on that card, a good fight between JJ Metcalfe and Ted Cheeseman.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, I really like Ted and his old man. Metcalfe's a good fight. I think Cheeseman will win. I think Cheeseman's got the more experience at that level. I think Cheeseman will win. I think Congo will beat McKinson. I think McKinson's a very good fight, but I think Congo could be world class. Love to see Kane Baker pull off another win. Not sure on the fella he's fighting, not seen him, so I don't know how good he is. And I hope Campbell sorts things off with a win, because how amazing would it be if he was even a tenth as good as his old man, you know? Bring some great nights back to Manchester boxing. So I will be watching. I think it's a great night of boxing. And Frank Warren's got 2 good shows on as well over the weekend. You know, Willie Hutchinson, I think, is on Saturday. So I'll be flicking between the 2, watching Willie pick up the British title, hopefully. So I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, Willie Hutchinson in action against Lennox Clark. It's a shame the Sam Maxwell and Keyminus Brown fight has fallen through. Sam Maxwell is now fighting someone else. But yeah, that was kind of, for me, the pick of the fights over the weekend from Frank Warren's card. And yeah, hopefully that gets rescheduled.
Yeah, the Frank Warren cards, like, I think some good fights on there, you know. It's a standard card. There are a few good fights and a few very good fighters beating up some fighters not as good as them. But that is boxing, I guess. But I look forward to the weekend boxing anyway. You know, there's a show on Friday is always good. Boxing on the TV is good, so I'll be watching it.
A word on Lawrence Okoli last week?
I thought it was brilliant. And you know what? You know when I first met Lawrence, yeah? I first met Lawrence 2011 Boys Clubs finals, right? So I was at cruiserweight and he was at super heavyweight. And I thought it was my opponent. So I was talking to him. I'll never forget, he had 4 amateur bouts at the time. And he won the national title. And the next time I seen him, I think he was boxing Savon, the Cuban, in some qualifiers or world something. I can't remember when it was 2015. I said to me, "Oh man, you remember that kid who was in the super heavyweight final, 2011?" I said he's boxing Savon. I think he beat Savon, didn't he? He beat Savon one time. I'm sure he did. I said, I can't believe it because he weren't any good in 2011. I thought, oh, I'd have beat the super heavyweights as well. The old man said the same, and the way he's improved. He's just a proper grafter. He's massive. I sparred in 2017 and he beat me up. Couldn't get anywhere near him. He was like a bloody octopus. It felt like he had 12 arms. I couldn't get anywhere near him. I think he'll beat Bradis. I think up to heavyweight, and I think he's a problem at heavyweight as well for all of them. So I was over the moon to see it because I watched him win the Boys Club after 4 fights and do what he's done. 42 fights, amateur and pro, what he's done. I think it's incredible. So I was over the moon for him. It was a great performance as well.
Yeah, I mean, he's talked to us recently over the last day or so about wanting that Maris Bradis fight, and you know, it'd be interesting to see whether he wants to complete cruiserweight before making that step up. He said that he could fight in between cruiserweight and heavyweight, depending on what was available at what time. But I think we're all curious to see how he would feature at heavyweight, and he could be a bit of a nightmare for a lot of people.
I think he beats a lot of them. You know, I don't think there's many that do beat him. I sparred him. It was 2017. It was when Joshua watched Takam. I was up there sparring. I sparred Bacoli. That weren't very pleasant, and I thought it can't get any worse than that. Anyway, Lawrence Bacoli came in and battered me as well, and it was just ginormous. I felt like I was free. Well, when I boxed, I'm 3 stone bigger than what he would weigh at cruiserweight, but he was massive. He's really, really good. But the improvement's so good. Like, he boxed Matty Askin, he had a stinker. Chamberlain had a stinker. Then he goes in with Krzysztof Glowacki and does that job on him. You know? Bradis, I think, is a different kettle of fish altogether to Glowacki. I think it'd be a much harder fight. Bradis, top class, but, you know, he pushed Usyk close. But I don't know. I just think, I think he's too big for all the cruiserweights. He's absolutely massive. Yeah, so buzzing for him. I actually was genuinely really happy for him when he won Saturday.
But yeah, a lot of boxing kind of over the next sort of 2 or 3 months. Well, obviously good news that AJ and Fury have signed. We await a date and venue for that. But you're confident that just is a formality and that just gets announced pretty soon?
I said a couple of weeks ago, I said, I don't think Joshua Fury will happen this year. But you know what? I don't even keep up to date with the boxing anymore. I don't. You know, especially at the top level, because all I care about is Josh Sandlin, Levi Kinciona, Liam Carrigan and Joe Hayden. I don't care about anything else in boxing. I don't care. I work with them 4 men. Don't care about anyone else. Don't care about Joshua Fury happening. Not really asked. I'd love to see it. It'd be amazing when it came around, but it's not my business. I'm not anything to do with it, so I don't really care. But so if anyone wants to give Levi Kinciona a fight, let me know. Ryland Charlton, love the Ryland Charlton fight for Levi. Josh Sandlin, anyone wants to give me a 4-round slot on any show, Eddie, Frank, anyone at all, Josh Sandlin 4-rounder, let me know. Love that. So Eddie wants to give me a ring back. Give me a ring, Eddie. He said Wednesday, he'd ring me Thursday. What day is it today? Tuesday. So let me know. Still waiting.
All right. I know you've got prior activities after this, so
yeah.
I appreciate a little bit of your time just to kind of get your thoughts on what's been going on in your life and also ahead of the Whyte-Povetkin card this weekend. So have you got anything else you'd like to add before we finish, Mr. Allen?
Just hello to everyone and goodbye, everyone. That's it. Nothing else.
Okay.
Nothing. You know what? Nothing to say. So,
Dave Allen, thank you very much for talking to iPhone TV, and keep yourself well, and we'll hopefully catch up with you again soon.
Thank you, KUGAN. Thank you.
God bless you.